Krishna Vasudeva, welcome respected friends. Ensure the 11 Vyaktitwas in us of Lokasevaka, Dharmasthapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Utsahayukta. Have to be empowered by our remembrance and seeking continuous blessings from Shruti Mata by studying Shastra, from the Guru Parampara by being in regular contact with them, getting the guidance, practicing it. So to seek the blessings, protection by the Devata Gana through worship prayers to them. Also maintaining the good Sattva mood, blessed by Mother by praying to her. So to the Ishvara Prarthana, Sharanagati for the ultimate removal of the curtain of ignorance. Finally, remember and seek to merge in the Brahma Tattva. Having remembered like every day these things, see whenever we are suffering in our life, dukkha in the mana. Point one. Two, whenever the cause of the dukkha, all whatever non-positive we do in the world, our nature negative, whenever we want to come out of it. So too, whenever we feel like wanting to be inspired to live a good noble life, more than that a spiritual life, what we have to resort to or seek is the study of any of the Shastras in general, particularly this Shri Yoga Vasishtha Maha Ramayanam. When we study such text, great content it has got, it frees us from that misery where we are in. It guides us through right thinking and understanding to wean away from our negative lifestyle, and also it inspires us to live positive life of maturity and all. Finally, tells us to seek the spiritual truth alone. One of the very rare are is this text, Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana. Topic wise can be studied each chapter one day. In this chapter, देखो Trishna Vigarhanam is done with these examples. In this chapter, Chitta Dauratmya Varnanam is done. In this, the Ahankara Jugupsa is taught. That is one way, that is a beautiful way, in fact, that you get the essence of every sarga. But we are not doing such beautiful way. Our beautiful way of doing is differently, where every shloka we are chanting, every shloka's meaning we are doing. Here, as much the work the Guru Acharya teacher has to do, so much work is to be done by the Shrota also. Because every shloka he will also have to listen, chant and the listen the meaning. In the earlier case, the trouble is only to the Acharya where he will have to study the entire Sarga, make the essence of it and give. For the listener, just listen it, he will get the essence of it. But in that, only one thing that's missed is the joy of studying every shloka. Along with joy, rather more than joy, I consider it as the punya, I consider it as the upasana of Shruti Mata. That is why we take up any Shastra when we do, whether it is Stotram, like Shivananda Lahari, only 100 slokas. We are only in the 48th now, already 40 days we are studying it from. Whether it is Stotra, whether it is Itihasa, it is Purana, Gita, or Yoga Darshanam, or even the Upanishads. Every mantra, every pada, bhashya, we are trying. Maybe the Lord wants us to mature this way. And we have no trouble at all in doing so. We are enjoying. So right now we are in Vairagya Prakaranam, 19th Sarga, Balya Avastha, Vigarahanam. We are learning from Rama. The idea of all of them is correctly understanding the world, our own upadhis, so that we are no more in delusion of getting identified with it to get caught up in the world and suffer. Rather, by the correct understanding, assessment of them, we know their importance or value, and only that much we give. More than that, we will not give, thus maintaining the freedom in the mind called as Vairagya. We become fit for the pursuit of the higher self or the truth. A very healthy way of maturity. Here we are guided in. We started yesterday, the 19th one, 5 6 mantras we saw. What further Rama says, let us see today. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatāः सर्ववेदान्ताः शास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओमापदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने ॐ कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम्। ॐ यद्वाक्यामृतपायिनां प्रतिपदं सत्यं सुधानीरसा यद्वाक्यार्थविचारणादभिमतः स्वर्गोऽपि कारागृहं यद्वाणी विशदात्मपूर्णमनसां तुच्छं जगत्तूलवत् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे यस्यार्षं प्रथिता जगत्त्रयहिता सा वेदमाता परा यश्चक्रे तपसा वशे सुरगणान् अन्यत् शिश्रुक्षुर्जगत् तं बोधाम्बुनिधिं तपस्वि मुकुटालङ्कार चिन्तामणिं विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं श्रुत्या ब्रह्मैव रामः प्रकटितमहिमा येन तस्मै वसिष्ठः यः सीतां ब्रह्मविद्यामिव सदसि पुनः सत्यशुद्धां किलादात् यद्वाणी मोहमूलं शमयति जगत् आनन्दसन्दोहदोग्ध्री तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीक्यादि समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत्परम्परायाः भक्तिज्ञानयोगवेदान्तादिमोक्षप्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण समस्त विश्व व्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थौ अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्य साधक सेवक उपासकानाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिराणां समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यस्थलानां विश्वविद्यालयानां पुनरावृत्ति द्वारा तेषु सदा सर्वदा शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञादीनां द्वारा समस्त विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रचार द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणार्थं च भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य ये बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रवः तेषां समूल निर्मूलनार्थं च अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि प्रणीत योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं प्रथम प्रकरणं वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्य भूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः स्फुरन्ति श्रीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे अवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः अथ एकोनविंशतितमोऽध्यायः श्रीराम उवाच बाल्यावस्था विगर्हणं to be kept in mind so that you are not attached to anyone. See, everything in the world has Paramatma in it. That is why some charm is there in it. But that is all polluted, not as great as directly experiencing Paramatma. Therefore, in order to experience that infinite bliss of Paramatma, for doing the required sadhana, to get detached from all these entanglements, this dosha drushti pratipaksha bhavana of everything other than Paramatma becomes highly necessary sadhana. There is no way other than weaning away from the world through this practice for our true spiritual endeavor, which we are seeing. How much we are studying Shastra, but are we doing sadhanas? No way. We are caught up in what? In the enchantments of the world. What is the way out? Is it not the Vairagya fully gained alone makes us withdraw from them and use the conserved time and energy for the Paramatma? कितना ये open secret है. So Rama is helping us in understanding truly everything which we are enchanted by. Thus get detached from them. Thus become available for the Guru Upadesha Shastra Jnana Moksha. So yesterday we have seen the shloka. I am studying straight away from sixth mantra. We have seen sixth also. Sixth से ही मैं कर रहा हूँ. अथ एकोनविंश सर्गः श्रीराम उवाच षष्ठं मन्त्रः प्रतिबिम्ब घनाज्ञानं नाना संकल्प पेलवम बाल्यम आलून संकीर्ण मनः कस्य सुखावहम प्रतिबिंब घन अज्ञानम. So the solidified ignorance is truly reflected in that childhood. घना अज्ञान का मूर्तिमान ही है, प्रतिबिंब ही है. Why pratibimba example? Like the bimba, the pratibimba appears. Therefore, the ignorance is solidly seen in the child. Pratibimba Ghana Ajnana. Then Nana Sankalpa. He does such an amount of vain sankalpas. Therefore, that age is well, it is pelavam only. बिना कोई ऐसे right utilization. Because such a funny sankalpas in their childhood that we children are doing and waste the time energy only. Nana Sankalpa Pelavam. Then Balyam Aluna Sankirna Manaha. So, in that Balya Avastha, the whole mind is Aluna Sankirna Manaha. He is endowed with so many agitation, disturbances. Therefore, it is drowned in the dissatisfactions and dukkha alone. Such Balya Avastha, Kasya Sukhavaham. Who is the intelligent man finds sukha in that. Okay, so one shloka, one thought. Chain of all these thoughts becomes a good garland of understanding about the shortcomings of the Balyavastha. So don't seek it. Don't get attached to it. फिर अगले सर्ग में युवावस्था वृद्धावस्था. In total, whole human life. What is said by Shankara in Bhajagovindam? Balastavat क्रीडासक्तः तरुणस्तावत् तरुणीसक्तः वृद्धस्तावत् चिंतासक्तः. Said in one shloka, all that in detail we see here. Okay, now the next shloka. Jalavahnyanilajasra jata bhetya pade pade yad bhayam shaishave abudhya kasya apadi tad bhaved. See, interesting. Jala, the water related problems. Vahni, the fire related dangers. Anila, the wind related problems. Then Ajasra, continuously. Jata Bhitya, the fear of these things, Pade Pade, at every moment. Jalavahni Anila Ajasra Jata Bhitya, Pade Pade Yad Bhayam Shaishave Abudhya. In that Shishu Avastha, because of the Murkhata, stupidity, the problems, fears, dangerous that continuously attack the child from these three sources, like such sources. Jalavahni Anila, the water, the fire, as well as the winds. Wala. Kasya apadhi tad bhavet. Such amount of apadas problems, to who else it will come? Nobody in the world. Only for the child. So the Jala Sambandhi Samasya, he will drown in it. And very risky the children अब घर में स्विमिंग पूल बनाया मानो. If you are not aware, the child will go and fall. पता ही नहीं चलेगा तुमको. So when we go to the rivers or any of those things, जल संबंधी समस्या हमेशा डर. Every third day we listen. Some children have gone near that lake or thing to take bath or something. बस उसमें बह गए. Every one of us know it. Then वहनी संबंधी जाके उंगली लगा देगा वो फायर में. गरम गरम चीज पकड़ लेगा वो. तभी रोटी बनाई माँ. शी जस्ट वेंट आउट. जाकर पूरा हाथ तवा पे लगा देगा वो. और वो 10 दिन तक वो टेंडर हैंड्स. 10 क्या 1 महीने तक. द पेन इज अनबेरेबल. 24 घंटे विल क्राई ओनली. वाणी संबंध दुख. एनीथिंग फायर रिलेटेड. You and I can run, but that child doesn't know. The third one, Anila, the Vayu. Vayu includes the dust and all of that airborne things. And the hot air, cold air, all of that you have to include. So, Jata Bhitya Pade Pade. The fear of these things again and again attacking Yad Bhayam, the fear and dukkha which a child gets from such things. Kasya apadi tad bhavet. Nobody in the world has got that type of apada problem like the child. And Adi Shankara's time में, or sorry, Vashishta Vishwamitra ji's time में, Valmiki time में, this borewell concept was not there. अब ये भी ऐड करो, चिल्ड्रन ट्रैप्ड इन बोरवेल. अभी थोड़ा कम हो गया, पिछले 10 साल में तो हर 1-2 महीने में इन सम पार्ट ऑफ द कंट्री द बोरवेल में गिर गया, 2 साल का, 3 साल का, 1 साल का. अब पूरा पहाड़ी खोदते हैं उसको निकालने के लिए. Such other things, many from the animals and all of that. So childhood, this is a technique, of seeing dosha. Thus, we detach from anywhere we are caught up, because of which we are not able to do dharma, we are not able to do upasana, we are not able to do punya or any of spiritual sadhanas. जो कर नहीं पा रहे किसी भी कारण से, उन चीजों को ऐसे दोष दृष्टि से दूर रखने का हमें अभ्यास होना चाहिए. जो करना है उसके लिए गुण दृष्टि, जो नहीं करना छोड़ना उसके लिए दोष दृष्टि. This is the way we have to live. And whether we know it or not, whether we tried it or not, the surprise of it is when you start doing, it is so wonderful, so joyful, so effective it is. It's really beautiful. करके देखो आप 1 हफ्ते के लिए. You will be surprised that mind is getting freed from the unwanted and getting inspired towards the really to be done thing. What more required? छोटा सा है ये वाला टेक्निक, और ये नहीं कि हम यूज नहीं करते, रेगुलरली वी यूज इट. whomever we hate, we just see all bad gunas in them. How much ever good they are in many other aspects. And whomever we love, they have 99 negativities, but one good quality that alone we really appreciate. Vichitra hota hai human mind. Isn't it very funny? I tell you, one of the greatest thing in life to learn is to see this guna dosha. Guna in all that is really gunavan, the spirituality, etc. Dosha all in all the doshavan called samsara. If you see guna in the samsara, you can never detach from it. If you see dosha in spirituality, that it is tough, it is difficult, I'm not for it, then you can never go for it. This is a technique given. Now, Leela Sudurvilaseshu Duriha Sudurashaye Paramam Mohamadhate Balo Balavadapatan. See, Paramam Mohamadhate Balaha Balavat Apatan. With all the force, all these things, uh, what I say, make expressed the delusion and ignorance thickly that is there in the childhood में we express our deep thick ajnana moha ignorance in these expressions. So the childhood is endowed with ignorance thick, and that is shown or seen in these expressions. What are they? Leelasu durvilaseshu. Leelasu durvilaseshu. Leela means just playing and wasting time. Durvilaseshu, a next grade of vilasas which are dushta. Durvilaseshu. इट कैन बी एनीथिंग. वो कुत्ते का पूंछ पकड़ के उसको रुलाएगा, और बछड़े का करेगा, या नेबर का कुछ कुछ वस्तु चिराएगा या छुपाएगा. दिस टाइम पास मजाक बोलते हैं. दिस आर ऑल दुर्विलास. समटाइम इट बिकम्स कैलमिटस आल्सो. हाँ, अनजाने में दोस्तों को किसी बंद करके रखा, अंदर कुछ है अनजान, नथिंग, समथिंग इज देयर डेंजरस, देन इट कैन बिकम इवन डेंजर आल्सो फॉर लाइफ. दुर्विलासेश. You can see the children fighting with each other for petty things in the schools level. But college, maybe they do like this. They are called Durvilasa. Leela means the ordinary play. Durvilasa are with the bad intention of troubling others, doing the things. Then Durihasu. And in Duriha means the desires for the negative things. Durihasu, for so many indulgences and all. वो अच्छे तो वो जंक फूड खाना है, उसको तबीयत खराब करने वाली उसको चाहिए. दे आर कॉल्ड एज दुरीहा. In today's world, the duriha, the worst most is the, what do you call that? The iPhones or smartphones, whatever you say. In the old days, just like the Rishimuni used to have the Japamala in the hand all the time, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Narayana. Nowadays, out of 140 crores of Indians, 141 crore of people have the cell phone etc. in the hand. क्योंकि किसी के हाथ में दो दो भी है ना. दुर्विलास, ये क्या कहते हैं इसको, दुरीहास. In the Duriha, what they do the children? 24 hours, that third class Richard games, they go on playing, और इतना दिमाग सड़ जाता है. The memory power is lost, patience is lost, restlessness is increased. He becomes ineffective, impotent for listening what is taught in the schools, etc. Nor he will be fit for anything higher spiritual. चाइल्डहुड से आपको उनको श्लोक वगैरह सिखाना है. इज निकम्मा 24 घंटे इज विद द सेल फोन. एंड द पेरेंट्स दे हैव टू फाइट विद ईच अदर हाउ टू एंगेज द चाइल्ड. उसको सेल फोन या रिमोट दे दो बस. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज दुरीहासु. हाउ मच माइंड इज स्पॉइल्ड बाय दैट. नो बडी इज सीइंग इट. Ineffective. Child can, but how much? 10 minutes, 15 minutes. In this life, nothing should become vyasana, that we are slave to it. Therefore, the other important things we are not able to do. In all, right from middle class families all over the country, little middle class, little more. Children are like buffalo, like Ganapati, so fat and sitting only all the time with the phone. 70-80%. Matlab pampering them with lot of food and giving them all these things. Parents have no ability to control them or say no to them. But they themselves indulge in the nonsense of all that. Now to such generations, how can we teach the Prahlada Charitra, the Nachiketa Charitra, the Bala Krishna Adbhuta Charitra and all? How to mold them and not to be a set to themselves and the world. So Leelasu, Durvilaseshu, Durihasu, then Durashaya. In the Durashaya, the very terrible negative desires. As they grow, the addictions, etc. Durashaya. Us Durashaya mein, if you are not careful about the children from childhood, they get addicted for shortcut things. They will start stealing at home only from father's pocket. वहां से लेकर any of such thing they do, then once they are caught, how terrible, humiliating it is. So these are called durashaye. Through all this paramam mohamadatte, the extreme ajnana alone is being seen in these children. Balaha, balavat, balavat apatan. So these things as if they force that child to become like that. So what is the beauty in that childhood life? चिल्लाते रहते हैं, तंग करते हैं सबको. How very funny. And I tell you, no, we might have conducted at least no, in last how many 30 40 years may more than 100 150 children's camps. साल में चार चार पांच पांच कितने करते थे एक एक जन. What a notorious children रे बाबा. कितना तंग करते but we give our love, we take them into confidence, we explain them, we win the game finally. On the last day of game, we camp fifth day, they cry only while going, we want to stay and all, because you love will teach them such good things. Basically they are good only, but then it's not trained at home etc. So therefore they become so notorious. ऐसे कितने आते हैं, 100 में 1% भी नहीं आते, background 99. So that's not the topic here. Topic is this is how the child life is, of full of dukkha only. Not very fascinating or enchanting. लीलाएं दुर्विलास है, वे दुरीह है, दुराशय है, and all of them paramam moham adatte. The meaning of paramam means so deluded that fellow. उसको चिल्ला के बोलो, डांट के बोलो, पिटाई करके बोलो, पनिशमेंट भी दे दो, but he will not listen. Oh, that is why much before marriage only or marriage, after marriage, the couple, the parents, would be parents, have to pray to God to give a better child, a better Jiva's child. For that, they also have to be very disciplined. Otherwise, the children born can create naraka only. There's so many parents. They're all unsaid dukkhas people go through. Every family, har ghar mein kahani. Already the kahani of wife and husband, stupid fellows with immaturities, not understanding why married life, how to stay together, how to love each other, how to tolerate each other. Not knowing this, anyway, they create half of the hell. To complete that, the children come. मैं कह रहा हूँ देखो भैया, we have to teach them, they must learn, have good children, supply good children to the society anyway. But here the topic is childhood's nirakarana, means finding the shortcomings in it. Now vikalpa kalpitarambham durvilasam duraspadam shaishavam shasanayeva purushasya na shantaye. So vikalpa kalpita arambham, vikalpa means meaningless. Kalpita means things and plannings and actions. Arambha means they take initiative. विकल्प कल्पित आरंभ, खामा खा फालतू कामों में बसते हो. आई टोल्ड यू नो, छत पे जाके खेलना. अरे जो रेलिंग इज स्मॉल, गिरोगे रे, नहीं सुनेगा वो. विकल्प कल्पिता. ही वांट टू क्लाइम द ट्री. यू नो नाउअडेज ट्रीज तो है नहीं लकीली मच इन द सेंस सिटीज वगैरह में. तो विकल्प कल्पित, दे टेक द थिंग्स ऑफ होम, कुछ ना कुछ उससे करना ही है. The meaningless, fruitless involvements they want to involve in. छेड़ना कुछ ना कुछ, becoming a group and doing variety of fun. That is the meaning of vikalpa kalpita arambham. Then durvilasam. You know, durvilasam is enchanting or becoming happy in doing the negative things, of troubling others, etc. You know, the घर में खास कर ना, the younger brother or sister become more notorious गुंडा, troubles the elder one. elder one कहते हैं मैं बड़ा हूँ, चलो let me बर्दाश्त हो this fellow. This fellow takes chance of it. He goes on doing that duryulasa to the brother, sister, elder. In how many houses? In very few houses, the elder one becomes angry, cranky, and makes the chota slave. वो बहुत कम होता है. But in many cases, Chotu is notorious. That is meaning of Durvilasam. Sister is studying for the exams. He will play with those khilauna which will make lot of sound. And the puja is going on. These gade, bache, 10, 20 of them make so much noise. More than that, the people who come, they also make. Nobody attends the puja. Whenever you go to any of such spiritual programs, invited by someone, the moment you enter till you come out, only attend that program, whether it is satsanga, whether it is Satarayana puja or bhajan kirtan or any other puja, any spiritual thing. You have gone only for that. Maintain that sacredness, sanctity. हाँ गप्पे मारनी है तो call them to your house or you go there. Or you organize gappa session without any puja. So make that only. And don't spoil such program by calling a Swami to give a lecture there. You understood? Durvilasa is this one. विकल्प कल्पित का आरंभ करेगा, दुर्विलास करेगा, then duraspadam. Duraspadam is making that noise unnecessarily, throwing tantrums, etc. Then, when this is seen by the parents or elders or teachers or anyone, they can't tolerate, no? एक लिमिट होता है. Once they lose that patience, then what do they do with the children? That is what is said. Shaishavam shasanaya eva purushasya na shantaye. They will be subjected to all the shasana, anushasana, discipline by the elders. There is no peace to that child. वो भी नाटक कर रहा है and he will be punished also. Shasanaya eva. Or remember our childhood days of the school, जो गड़बड़ चिल्लाते थे, बेंच के ऊपर खड़े करवाए कि नहीं, धूप में नील डाउन कराए कि नहीं, कुर्सी की तरह बिठाए कि नहीं, और रूलर्स होते थे उसके पीछे इधर मारते थे उल्टा. शासन आया. Mainly because of चिल्लाना, कुछ गड़बड़ करना, homework नहीं किया, पढ़ाई नहीं की, even that punishment also. But this Shasana, there are, we've seen it कि रस्से पे उल्टा लटकाते, हाथ पैर बांध कर 1 घंटा आधा घंटा. I've seen it literally. Shasana, putting in the room, closing it, not giving the food, Shasana, including everything, physical beating also. Ramji देखो, he must have seen it while going. दे दनादन लग रहे होंगे बच्चों को. How long they tolerate? पशु की तरह बिहेव कर रहा है, तो पशु की तरह तो 1 2 4 पिटाई भी होना है. ये वाला तमाशा मुझे हर दिन रात को 1 घंटा मिलता है. Wonderful. When you are in the apartments, not in the hi-fi gated where कोई कब कोई जिंदा है मरा नहीं पता होता है, not in that, but in a localities where movement is free, you can find all these things. शैशवम शासनाय एवं न शांतये. So why are you loving that childhood age? It's not worthy. Like that. Then next one, देखो how strong Lord Rama is. ये दोषाः ये दुराचाराः दुष्क्रमाः ये दुराधयः ते सर्वे संस्थिता बाल्ये दुर्गर्त इव कौशिकाः. Like the ullu vagara, the owls vagara, they stay. Kaushika means ullu. Kaushika Rishi is not Ullu. Kaushika is the name of that bird. You know? So that stays only Durgartha. When the people are frequently moving and all, there they won't stay. Where it's a Durgartha, very down, matlab, abandoned place, people won't go there. Such places, these bats and owls, they find their place. Same way, the child is the one to him, all these negativities come. They attack him. First, ye doshaha, all the shortcomings of ignorance, immaturities. Then duracharaha, absolutely indisciplined, uncultured way of living. Dushkramaha, not having any type of sequence or any type of krama means disciplined way of life. Ye duradhayaha, and then oneself suffering in the mind with disappointments and giving that to others too. Duradhaya means the child also unaware of what he is doing wrong, therefore punished by the parents, keeps on worrying in the mind. But why the teacher has beaten me? Why the father has scolded me? Why the mother has? The Duradhaya. Mentally also he is tension up. And today's world, added to all that nonsense is the amount of the study, the exams, peer pressure, kuch kehte hain, I don't know. I am not familiar with all that. So much they suffer. ये दोषाः ये दुराचाराः ये दुष्क्रमाः ये दुराधयः ते सर्वे संस्थिता बाल्ये. All of them find their abode in the childhood only. Durgarteva kaushikaha. In the durgarta, in that very negative place of abandonment or stinking smell, like the kaushika birds stay, so too these things come and attack the child only. No. And if some proper counseling is done, he'll come out of it, he can shine out from the age of 15, 16. अगर प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग लव प्रोटेक्ट नहीं मिला तो ही विल गो इनटू द बैड कंपनीज बैड हैबिट्स. अब गया हाथ से. ही विल बिकम ए लायबिलिटी टू सोसाइटी. इसलिए मेक देम फ्रॉम चाइल्डहुड लिसन टू ऑल स्पिरिचुअल थिंग्स. एटलीस्ट इफ नॉट 100%, 10-15% तो प्रोटेक्शन जरूर मिलेगा. ज्यादा किया तो अच्छी तरह से और ज्यादा होगा. Otherwise, in today's world of Kali Yuga, endowed with so many negativities, bringing up children, protecting them, not only from physical problems, physical harms and all, from the mind, protecting them at the mind intellect level. Thank God in schools and all, at least in schools, some moral classes are there. Good teachers are there teaching. but not sufficient. Every parent is teacher, every teacher is a parent. So teacher like a parent should teach a parent like a teacher should teach. Teach in a loving manner. दो चीजें एक चीजें हफ्ते में ऐसा they have to be. And whoever parents they are doing it, they are fulfilling the parenthood. ये दुराशाः ये दोषाः दुराचारा दुष्कर्मा ये दुरादयः ते सर्वे संस्थिता बाल्ये दुर्गर्ते इव कौशिकाः. The neatness is not there, cleanliness is not there. They don't do any of the works. They become dependent. Wrong training है वो तो. बच्चों को independent बनाना from the age of 6-7 only. Let them bring their plate. They should wash it also. Nothing wrong. नहीं तो फिर अमेरिका जाएगा वो धोने के लिए. घर में अपने प्लेट धोना अच्छा है ना. You will become their part-time job. Teach them everything. Good. Next one. बाल्यं रम्यमिति व्यर्थ बुद्धयः कल्पयन्ति ये तान् मूर्खपुरुषान् ब्रह्मन् धिगस्तु हतचेतसः. Rama is not sparing only, he is using all hard words. He says, Balyam Ramyamiti Vyartha Buddhaya. The childhood is very reveling and joyful in this way. Those who do the kalpana, उनको भगवान 3 गालियां दे रहे. व्यर्थ बुद्धयः मूर्ख पुरुषान् हतचेतसः. व्यर्थ बुद्धि हतचेतस मूर्ख पुरुष एंड दिगस्तुतान. हे ब्रह्मन हे गुरु, उनका धिक्कार हो. Those people who appreciate the childhood as if it is ramyam, it is full of enchantment and joy. What is their joy in it? Himself suffering and making others too. 3 शब्द भगवान ने यूज किया है कि व्यर्थ बुद्धयः, व्यर्थ बुद्धि whose दिमाग सड़ा हुआ, then मूर्ख पुरुषान whose foolish stupid fellows, हत चेतसः whose चित्त the knowledge or wisdom is lost. धिगस्तुतान उनका धिक्कार हो. Their wisdom, their all of them are wrong, therefore उनका धिक्कार हो. So बाल्यं रम्यमिति व्यर्थ बुद्धयः ये कल्पयन्ति तान् मूर्खपुरुषान् हतचेतसः ये ब्रह्मन् धिगस्तु. Again I am telling you, this art of finding the dosha and keeping away. If you have got it, nothing in the world will bind you. Just like the non-existing beauty is sukha. When we see in the world, nobody can protect us from those attachments, entanglements, sufferings, and destroying the whole life. गीता में तो भगवान कहते हैं अनित्यम असुखम लोकम इमं प्राप्य माम भजस्व. Last but one shloka in 9th chapter. How to do bhajana? Marmana bhavat bhakto madhyaji mam. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam, he says. Napnuvanti mahatmanah samsiddhim paramangataha. 8th chapter. The whole world. So the childhood, Ninda we are seeing here, Bhagavan is supplying us sufficient data. Now next continuation. Yatra dola krutimanah parispurati vruttishu trailokya bhavyamapi tatu katham bhavati tushtaye. Trailokya abhavyamapi. Okay. Yatra dola kruti manaha. That childhood where the mana is dola kruti. Dolayamana. Chanchala. Tana dole mera mana dole wala. Yatra dola kruti manaha. And vruttishu parispurati. Okay. Trailokya abhavyam apitat katham bhavati tushtaye. In the childhood, the way the mind in its chanchalata, restlessness, runs from one doing to the other, one thing to the other. In all the 3 words, ढूंढो तो भी तुमको नहीं मिलता. त्रैलोक्य अभव्यम. तीनों लोक में कहीं नहीं मिलने वाला डोला आकृति मनः you see only in the child. तत् कथम भवति तुष्टये. then how that child life you feel that's very good and very happy and joyful? How can it give you sukha or ananda? डोलाकृति मनः वृत्तिषु परिस्फुरति. चित्र विचित्र. और रात को सोएगा नहीं वो 1 बजे तक, उल्लू. और दिन में उठेगा नहीं वो. Then came the book in front of him. In half a second, microsecond time, the mind already has gone. If at home, in the cell phone or TV. If in the school, in the neighboring fellow in the class. या खिड़की में से बाहर क्या हो रहा है देखेगा वो. डोलाकृति मन. How much bapre? And vrittishu parispurati, in variety of unwanted things he goes on involving in. I know, tell you, becoming teacher to that children, महापाप किया होगा पिछले जन्म में. Especially teaching the children of class 2, 3, 4, up to 6 to 7, 6 तक. 7th से थोड़े भी मेच्योर हो रहे हैं. पहले 10th तक बुद्धू थे, अभी 7th से थोड़ा arrogant है, but if you can lovingly tell, they can understand. But this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes वाले बाप रे. This is what it is said कि परिस्फुरति वृत्तिषु डोलाकृति मनः. कितना भी समझा उसको. अब यू नो मोर देन. मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ ढूंढने के लिए एग्जाम्पल बिकॉज आई डोंट नो. And all the walls in the house he will spoil with all the paintings. You give me a new notebook, workbook, एक ही दिन में सब पेंट करके वो नया ले आओ बोलेगा वो. यार इतना महंगा है. You will not listen. Get him some pencil box or color box, एक ही दिन पूरा खत्म. You tell him अरे डेली थोड़ा थोड़ा यूज करो. He will not understand. That's you know डोला आकृति मनः वृत्तिषु परिस्फुरति. And Trailokya Abhavyam, nowhere in 3 words you will see. Only in the human life, that is childhood. Mein. Tat katham bhavati tushtaye. How do you appreciate that and say, wow, what a wonderful childlike life. का कुछ लोग कहते हैं ना, बीते हुए दिन है ना, बीते हुए दिन हो मेरे प्यारे प्यारे दिन कोई लौटा. अरे मरेगा तू. मैं तो कहता हूँ नहीं चाहिए. You only have to look for the future by working in the present. This is another problem. Everywhere, anywhere. The positive aspect only we see. But the hidden 90% difficulty, we don't. Like somebody made a house and called you for housewarming. You slicker tiles, but yeah, you all see that. But how much pain he has gone through in earning the money and making that thing happen with that contact with the contractors. ये तो नरक ही है उनके लिए. We don't see that. In the same way, that is an unfortunate thing. Some positively we see, therefore get entangled or enchanted. How many dukkha it has got the other side, we don't know. In spirituality, we see the dukkha aspect of it, कि घंटे बैठना पड़ेगा, सुनना पड़ेगा, पढ़ना. But with that, how much the mind is become matured, purified, subtle, is as able to understand, give a direction toward the ultimate. ये positive नहीं दिखता. इसलिए इधर नहीं आते लोग. और वहां सिर्फ पॉजिटिव देखते हैं, वही आदत हुआ. दैट्स व्हाई दे रन टुवर्ड्स द वर्ल्डलीनेस इन जनरल. आई एम टेलिंग. तो चाइल्ड आल्सो कि यत्र दोलाकृति मनः परिस्फुरति वृत्तिषु त्रैलोक्यमपि तत् कथम तुष्टये भवति. अरे हाउ डू यू से इट इज तुष्टि पुष्टि देने वाला. वो रखो. ओके. आगे वाला श्लोक मजा आता है. भगवान राम कहते हैं सर्वेषामेव सत्त्वानाम. Sarveshameva Sattvanam, among all the living beings. Sarvavasthabhyev hi. In each of the living being, among all their whole lifespan. सारे अवस्थाएं जीवन में होते हैं. मनः चंचलता मेति बाल्ये. The mind becomes chanchala in the childhood. How much? Dashagunam mune. In the childhood, the chanchalata of mind is 10 times more than other ages of the life. For all of them. You can see the bachada also. कितना उछलांग, see those hens and small whatever you call them, chickens जो कहते हैं, कितने चंचल होते हैं, you can't catch them only. पपी वगैरह, we are giving the example of the animals. In the human being also, take him for any mall, for any shopping or anywhere, उसको रस्सी से बांध के, है ना, अपने को बांधना पड़ेगा, तब जाकर रुकेगा, अदरवाइज इन ए मिनट यू विल नॉट सी हिम, कहाँ गया हो. 10 times more चंचलता इन द चाइल्ड. श्री ये लिखा है राम जी ने, बाल्ये दशगुणम चंचलता में थी मनहा. द माइंड ऑफ द चाइल्ड इज 10 times चंचल. Very tough it is. Curiosity, inquisitiveness, wanting to know things are new, want to explore so many things. Whatever the reasons you give, but the thing is, 10 times more chanchara is in every species, the childhood, particularly human. अब डियर वगैरह देखो कितने चंचल दौड़ते हैं वो. Even the cubs of the tigers. So सर्वेषाम एव सत्त्वानां सर्व अवस्थाभ्य एव हि मनः चंचलतामेति बाल्ये दशगुणं हे मुने. See, Rama is focusing on only one topic of the Balyavastha, the dosha drishti. Very specific. Earlier also, अहंकार का देखा उन्होंने, चित्त दौरात में देखा, तृष्णा का देखा. So one by one वैसे. Last chapter at length, 162 verses, kaya jugupsa varnanam. तो यार बाल्यावस्था जुगुप्सा. नेक्स्ट वन देखो, अब थोड़ा और ऐड कर रहे हैं. मनः प्रकृत्यैव चलम बाल्यम च चलताम वरम तयोः इवांत कुचापले. देखो, मनः प्रकृत्या एव चलम. In general, the mind is chala to anyone by nature. Prakrutya manam chala, mana chalam. सबका मन by nature chanchal. Then balyam cha chalatam varam. And in the childhood, the balyavastha, more chanchala than any time. Chalatam varam. Then tayoho samsishyatoho. When both of them come together. Chanchalata of the mind by nature and chanchalata of the childhood. है ना, बचपना का चंचलता और मन का स्वाभाविक